15-13, despite the fact that Conley's win, just the second bout they've won today on the mat. Jordan Titus had a win earlier today on an injury default. Moshe Schwartz had to leave with an injury. He has since returned to the Oklahoma bench. We saw him with his arm in a sling earlier. Move on to 184. Dennis Robin from Arlington, New York, takes on Giuseppe Hoose out of Lakewood, New York, a Buffalo transfer. Robin's got 2 pins this season, a major decision winner against Clarion his last time out. Hoose lost by a technical fall on Friday to the 8th-ranked wrestler in the country from Missouri. Both of these guys veterans. Robin, a redshirt junior. Hoose, a redshirt senior. Had 53 takedowns last year at Buffalo. That's 7th all-time in a single season in that program. So certainly a guy that's going to look to get offensive as quickly as he can.
Just really trying to pull that head and pull him forward as much as possible. It's sort of that front headlock, but he's also got him under the chin, so he's trying to put weight on him and pull him forward. And if it doesn't do anything else, it starts to tire your neck and your shoulders out from carrying that weight that way. Which makes you want to stand up, which makes it easier for you to get shot.
Sure.
To shoot underneath you.
It all comes full circle in this sport.
Well, you put your head down too low, they pull you down, and you keep your head up too high, and they try to shoot underneath you. That's the way it goes.
Robin went 5-1 at the Shorty Hitchcock Open for West Virginia after losing the first match. Tim Flynn kind of spoke about that. A little frustration with the setup there, that he lost the first one, but wasn't able to come all the way back to do any better than 5th.
So there he keeps grabbing that front headlock, and you can see that the Robin doesn't really like being in that situation, that position, but Hoose has done a great job of getting himself there. And Hoose just stalking him down, just doing a nice job of closing the space. And Robin hasn't figured out how to use that to his advantage yet. I'd say Hoose so far winning the hand fighting in terms of being in the position that he wants to pull down on Robin's head. But as of this second, we have no score in the first period.
Not seen as many shots in this one as we've seen in some of the other bouts today, Tony, but what do you like about what these guys are doing so far?
Well, I think they're moving their feet. I think they're doing a nice job. Hoose is really doing a nice job of stalking and kind of closing the gap and really pushing Robin to make some to try to find a way to score in some ways. And Robin sort of likes some space and hasn't been able to create the space the way he wants to. That's why I say Hoose is sort of winning the hand fighting part of this, and Robin's got to figure out how to counter that.
Giuseppe Hoose, one of the 4 NCAA qualifiers to come into this program through the transfer portal. Robin works his way back to the top.
Well, they were hoping that he might tilt him there. He did a nice job of sort of pulling him back and through, but Hoose recovered pretty well. And there he's doing it again. This time
trying to roll him through, but
I think that's going to be a near fall.
Hoose has worked himself in a near fall position.
Right, he's going to get 4 that time.
Robin.
So that was a 4 count.
Definitely was.
A 4 count there.
Robin said, all right, you don't want to do this? Well, how about this?
So now it's a whole different thing with, you see, Hoose trying to keep his head near his shoulder, and when he pops up a little bit, Robin's trying to roll him through as well as he possibly can, looking for that same near fall, that same tilt off of that with the half. Robin's not in the best position right here, because now you see Hoose trying to lift the leg.
What's Robin trying to do?
Well, you try to run him forward if you can, right? Run him forward over the top so you can tilt him again. But right now, he's not in a great position.
He has no leverage.
Right. And there, well, he's on the leg, but he's going to get the count.
Swept the leg. He's got 30 seconds left in the period.
Right, so he's ridden him the whole period so far, and he's done a nice job on top. Not just riding him, but getting that near fall.
Definitely a different second period than the first.
Well, he's in a space where he really likes to be. Watch, he loves that high half. And you see who's really trying to fight to keep his shoulder there. And there's going to be another near fall. That should have been a near fall. Should have at least been a 1 count. I can't see from this angle very well.
West Virginia coaches, they want it. Tim Flynn even giving the count. And now the period is run out.
They gave him 2 for a near fall.
And Tim Flynn has to go pull Cliff Moore back again.
Well, there's not openly counting. Here's he does a nice job. He throws that half and takes him up over the top and then just holds him there nice and tight for his shoulders. He gets that 4-point near fall there.
Does Cliff Moore have a point?
Well, right here they're saying that he gave him 2 points for a near fall. He's trying to figure out why it's not 4.
So they did put the 2 on the board with 6-0. Now 7-0 as Robin gets the escape point.
Well, Hoose has got to start cranking things up, right? His best chance is to try to get some takedowns. And he's been trying to pull his head down and pull him forward the whole time. The only problem he's running into is a points issue, right? So he's down by 7 points.
Robin shot the double, ends up on the low waist, or the high waist.
Right, trying to clamp on that elbow as best he can, which keeps Hoose from being able to turn that direction. And now he's going to try to suck that leg in, potentially. And now he's sort of let him go a little bit too much on that side. Well, Hoose got a chance to get on the cradle here.
A lot of Hoose's weight was dangerously close to Robin's left ankle.
He's still neutral. And they're out of bounds. So that's a heck of a scramble there. Robin's got a 1:53 riding time with 53 seconds left. So I'm going to say he's not going to get a takedown in 1 second. So you're probably going to put the riding time on the clock. Well, he almost did. So this is exactly where that finished before. Robin rolls
scramble.
Still scrambling through. Hoose is in a good spot. Robin holding on to that leg. And he's going to try to put it on the other side of his head if he can.
But Hoose struck really quick, and I'm not sure that Robin was ready for it.
Well, Robin is now in a good spot to be able to get a takedown here. And there he gets it.
3 for Dennis Robin.
Just pulled the leg in, stayed there with his head on the inside knee on his shin. He's got to move up or he gets called for stalling with 10 seconds left. Not going to have enough to be able to get the major decision, but he's going to win 11-0.
2 minutes plus of riding time, and Dennis Robin, the 3rd Mountaineer in a row to win. Some momentum for West Virginia. The fans rise to their feet. Robin adds to West Virginia's team total with a win over Giuseppe Hoose. Stephen Buchanan, the #2 ranked Western in the country, coming up for Oklahoma.